My lighting is off like crazy. What's going on? I don't know, man. Hey guys, how you doing? Good morning. I am going to just wrap up some loose ends I got before I get into the backpack, the Pro, not the backpack, the Garage Pro in the back here. I have to let Calvin know to check in because this was something he requested. So guys, this is how it works, right? If you pass through the channel, you just happen to be here for the first time. Oh, I see what I did wrong. Look at my title. It's all out of whack. I think my cap locks were on. Let me change that. Pro and backpacks. All right. I took care of that. So you can leave a comment, and I'll be more than happy to try to answer the comment in the video. Video form is really the best. I do my best, but for short things, quick little, thank you, or try changing a belt, something like that, I would do typing in the comment section. But most responses, I prefer to actually just do a demo. I came from that world, doing demos. So I prefer to actually do the demo. But in the meantime, what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna wrap up some things I'm working on here so I don't fall too far behind. And then I'm gonna get right into that, okay? So if you're here for the first time, like, subscribe, hang out for a little bit, get some coffee or something. Hey, Brienne, how you doing? Good to have you here. Good to have you here. I am always delighted when I see your name pop up, okay? Just know that for a fact, all right? Yeah, like I said, I'm just gonna be wrapping up some work, some things I've been working on, and but I do have a comment. There's a book I was reading, well, I started, and one of the things that this guy said, I'm gonna put it in the comment. I'm gonna put it in the comment because I thought it was so cool. And if you notice the thumbnail, hold on here. Hey, what can you hold in your right hand, but not in your left? Ooh, she got one for me. Oh, I'm gonna wait to post my thing here. Okay, what can you hold in your right hand, but not in your left? What can you hold in your right hand, but not in your left? I'm tempted to say the right answer or something like that. Right hand, but not in your left. Right hand, right hand, right hand, right hand. It's nothing. Let's do a clock. Gosh, Brianne, you're actually better at these than I am. Oh shoot. Give me a second. Oh, I was saved by the bell. Oh my God. Monroe Vacuums, how can I help you? Yeah, the upright, you mean like the style, the U bags? Yes. Yes, you know what? Let me put my eyes on it physically because in my computer here, let me see something here. I should have a couple of packs in stock. Give me a second, okay? All right. Yes, we do. We have the 12 pack. Do you know what a license plate agency is? In Monroe? No, that's where you do your driving, the driving test. We're closer to Quincy's. Ah, yeah. Okay. All right. So yeah. So yeah. Let's come by. Yes, yes, we are. Okay. All right. All right, Bree. I'm back. I'm back. All right. So I can hold my keys in my right hand. I can hold my keys in my left hand. I can hold my face in my right hand, close to my left hand. I can hold my. If I hug myself, this hand is here. Um, yeah, I guess I can, but I can't. I guess. I guess. I guess I can't hold my left hand in my left. Well, no, I can hold my left hand in my left hand. No, no, that's my fingers, my wrist, my fist. Right? I can. This hand can hold in this hand, but this hand can only hold this hand. Okay, so watch. Your other hand. That's the but the right answer. I have to get the right answer, right? I can't just say the other hand. Um, your that's the closest thing I can get. I'm sorry. That's the only thing I can think of, right? Because I can. I mean, if I make a fist, I'm not necessarily holding this hand, right? But I can place this hand in this hand, and vice versa. That's probably the only thing I can think of. On my shoulder. Somebody. Left elbow. Ooh. Ooh, the left elbow. Okay, well. Thank you for that one. Got my brain going today. What the hell? You messing with me for? Yeah, Brianna did one of these. All right, let me pitch it back at you, buddy. That was positive. Thank you for that. Thank you. I needed that brain work today. I got wake myself out of the fog. Okay, all right. Again, sorry for the lighting, but I'm going to now. I put up there. There's a comment shenanigans from the start. Oh, sweet, 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 sweet. Well, I hope the guys get to join us today. Um, Thank you for that. That was definitely refreshing, and I appreciate it. Appreciate the tug. Oh my gosh. All right, so just give me a middle second. Like I said, I'm just going to. The first part is just me getting through some old stuff, guys. So you probably won't get much from me in conversation, all that stuff. But I'm just gonna be wrapping up. But I do have some stuff on my mind, though, man. Honestly, um, I do, man. To something I started reading, and I was like, you know what, damn it. And I'm gonna bring it up later on today when we do our chat. That I think we can all benefit from. Perfectly honest. But let me send this out to you. This is if you look at the what do you call that? The thumbnail. I had a bucket there, right? The water's coming out my bucket. And I thought about this because I read this in a PDF. I just ordered the book. It was on Booker T. Washington book, and it was a philosophy. And I didn't realize that a lot of my thinking mirrors with what I was reading. I was like, that's good. You know, it's not an anomalous thing. You know, because a lot of my thinking come from the environment I grew up in during my 20s, right? The 20s, right? And I'm so glad for that. As challenging as it was, I am actually happy. There's a few changes out, like you wish you had done things differently. But that's one thing I think I'm glad I didn't. Um, I'm glad I went down that road because even if it's for my kids, honestly, even if I don't become like super successful, but my kids got the benefit of that frame of mind, right? That even if I don't manifest as much as I would like, I prefer that they attack the world with that frame of mind. How's that? And because it's in my head, that's the only way I know how to communicate with them. So that's it. And that this kind of sums it up. That put your bucket down where you are, create opportunities right where you stand. Don't wait for someone to hand it to you. And I'll be honest with you, even if you have the biggest challenges, it's better to stand up with that frame of mind than with a different frame of mind that says, I can't do anything. Um, that's all I'm saying. It doesn't mean that your circumstances change, but I just think that we just have a better shot at surviving and living and thriving with the frame of mind of let me make it right here where I'm at, or let me go get it somewhere, or let me stand up today. That's all I'm saying. So we're gonna revisit it later, but that's all. It's just where would I want to hedge my bet? That's all it is. That's all I'm saying, man. There's no magic answer for nothing. There's no magic pill for nothing. There's no magic answer. There's no quick way out of nothing. It's just which 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 attitude would I prefer to approach this game? You see what I'm saying? Would I prefer to approach the game thinking I lost already, thinking I can't win, or would I prefer to approach the game with an attitude of grind, grit, I can win. I can do this. I can learn. Teach me, teach me, teach me. I can absorb. Teach me what you got. Teach me. Show me. Show me. I'm ready. Would I prefer that attitude, or would I prefer this victim attitude that so many people are not just have because sometimes you can't control it if you don't know nothing else and all you know is pain and you don't know nothing else, then I can't blame that guy. That person may not know any other way to see things. But a lot of us know other ways. We have so much examples around. So to continue down that road is it's like, come on, man. Let's not. If you can help it. Anyway, I went too far already. I said I wanted to do this and leave that alone. I'll get into that later. All right. So let me get some work done here. I'm going to let's switch up. At least maybe at least the overhead cam can show some stuff. And so Calvin, I gotta get to Calvin. Calvin Bryant, one of the guys that come by here often. He he wanted to find out more information about this. Monroe, this is Wayne. May I help you? The Hoover. Yes, yes, no, yes, it is. Yes, I believe so. I'm working on it, and allow me to give you a call like a little bit later on today. They're fine. But how's this? Good news. How's that? Good news, right? That's what you're hoping. Okay, great. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll call you back later. Okay. You're welcome. All right. All right. Hey, Brian. Yes. Don't wait for the storm to pass. Right. Learn to dance in the rain. Oh, damn, girl. Shoot, I'm pin that one up there. Damn, Brienne, you just be coming with them. I love that. I'm gonna pin that one up there. That's right. Learn to dance in the rain. Damn it, man. You know. Um, but I have a sneaky suspicion not too many youth actually understand. know who this guy is. If they've heard the name like float around, but probably never read his stuff because I never read his stuff. And and I was like, oh my god, this is taking me down a road that I'm already on, and I want to go more. I want to do more. All right, so okay, let me wrap up some stuff. Like I said, I'm gonna wrap up some stuff I'm doing here. And if we have a couple of people hanging out, that'd be great. If you have a question for me, I'll glance back and forth sometimes to make sure I can see what's happening. But I just want to wrap this up. I was working on this machine yesterday, and I'm gonna wrap that up. I don't really have much more to show about this, and I'm also my brush came in, so at least I'll be able to install a brush on the little vessel here. And I have a backpack. I need to see what's wrong with it, and we want to do something and kind of get into that a little bit for our friend Calvin. That's what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to tell him that we're live now, and I'll be covering it soon. So let me get to Calvin real quick. Give me a second. Let me get into my things here, and I can let him know that I will be. Where's he at? Here he is, right here. Brian, your message is right onto his too. All right. Every no is close. Oh, you commented on my door knocking. Let's see if I can let's see if we can see that. Let me see. Hold on, browser. Where are we? Here we go. Brienne. Okay. See that? So Calvin says, I have a question about the Bissell vacuum that you got on the wall in the back. Does that Bissell Garage Pro Wet Dry Vac, is that a powerful vacuum? Because I thought about getting one to replace my rigid 16-gallon wet dry vac. Thank you. Okay, so now, and then this is Brienne. Brienne said, every no is closer to a yes. And yeah, that is exactly right, Brienne. You're absolutely right. That is so true. Did I reply to this one or someone else replied? Correct. I'll put correct. Sharp, as always. Boom. All right, that's Brienne replying. All right, so Calvin. I'm covering in it today, Calvin. All right, live. Let's see if I can. Let me do my little. All right, I'm covering it today live. All right, boom, bam. I responded to Calvin. Great, got that out the way, and now we can move on. All right, guys, I'm doing my little housekeeping here. Let's put this back, and allow me to see the live chat again. All right. Okay. Yeah. So get your coffee and all that good stuff, and just chill out. And if you have a question, I'll be more than happy to bring it up. But here we go. I think I dropped my scuff plate for this thing. I dropped my scuff plate. Oh, come on. You see, hey, Brianna, I think this is on you. It's my fault, but it's on you. Okay? Because Brianna said, what show? It wouldn't be a show. It wouldn't be a backpack show if Wayne didn't misplace his tools. Now, Brianna, I did not misplace my tools today. I have all my tools right where they're supposed to be. But I did misplace the part that I was trying to put on here. What the hell? Oh, there it is right here. It's hanging on the okay, on this side. It was hanging right here. All right, it was right in front of me. Damn. So I didn't misplace it. Okay, I take that back. I didn't misplace it. I just forgot. Oh my gosh! I tell you. Listen, Brian, guess what? We're only half amazing, okay? We are part human. So, yes, we're going to have our failings. but, well, what do, right? We keep rocking, baby. All right. We keep rocking and rolling with what we got. This is the card dealt. All right. You came out like 5'5". You know, you would like to be 6 foot, right? There's a whole lot of stuff we would prefer to be, you know. But let's right where you stand. What was that quote again? Create your opportunity right where you stand. Right where you stand, baby. Okay, so I'm standing 5'11". I would have loved to be 6'2", maybe 6'1", 6'2". My son's 6'2". The other one is 6 feet. I wouldn't mind. I don't want them towering over me, but it is what it is. My kid's standing over me. Hey, you know how many times I get mad at them? They try to put their hand on my head. They'll do stuff like this. I'm like, dude, don't do that. don't, don't do that, man. Don't put your hand on my head like I'm some basketball. Cut that out. And it's part fun, but as a guy, right? It's part fun. I know they're kids, they're having fun. But the other part is like, I'm dominating you. I got you, you know. I can bald your head. You know, move here, Dad. Move out the way. You know, that's, you know, sometimes I have to flex a little bit. Hey, cut that out. Oh man, these boys, man. I'm proud of these boys, boy. I tell you, I'm proud of them, man. Oh my gosh, come on. I put 2 screws down and I missed up. Damn it, I tell you, man. Sometimes, man. You know. My gosh, I tell you, what do, man? You just deal. You know what I mean? You just deal with it. You just deal with it. You know, we were talking about back pains the other day, and nerve pains, and you know, some people go through as they get older. I got relatives that are going through real memory issues, not just me forgetting my tools. I mean, real memory issues, and you know, they you know, medication and whatever to take, but at the end of the day, they're just dealing. They're just dealing with it. You know, at the end of the day, you know, life goes on. Let's go. Let's deal, baby. Let's make it happen. You know, like what choice you have, right? You know, so when you see people deal with real memory issues, man, then you kind of quiet your mind about your complaining because it's like, wow, you mean to tell me it could be worse? Holy shit, it could be worse. Yes, it can. Yes, it can be. All right. Damn. You know what, man? I'm not gonna give him this, man. Come on, man. Guy's like, he don't want this. He want to keep the cord. I'm thinking he just didn't want to pay for another cord. All right. I'll leave it for now, and then he picks it up. I'll make a suggestion. Okay. All right. Your son is 6'1", husband is 6'5", and you're 5'5". Wow. Look at 14-9 drill bit. I remember that one. Oh my God. You know what it was? Because I expected it to be there, right? I expected it to be there because I have like, listen, Brian, when I tell you, look, let me show you. I have a bunch of them, right? And then I have some more here, right? Then I got a whole set here. Then I have another whole set over here. Then I can go on and on. So I expected it to be here because I went out my way to buy a lot of them. And I couldn't find that one. And I'm like, are you kidding me? This is stupid. This is crazy. Look, I mean, I purposely went out of my way to make sure that I had them. So if I turn to the left, if I went to this drawer right here, I guarantee if I opened it, there's a drawer right here. There's a little drawer. Let me see if I can show you this little drawer right here. See this drawer right here? There's a drawer right here, right? And if I open this drawer, holy cow, I was looking for this the other day. I have them here too. Okay? So I went out my way to say, hey, listen, Wayne, doesn't matter. You lose one, there's one all around you, right? So I'm offsetting my own issues, right? You see what I'm saying? I'm guarding against myself. I know. It's almost like if you know you fall asleep early in the middle of the night, like let's say you have a job, you fall asleep. Then you gotta know that you're gonna fall asleep and prepare yourself because I'm gonna fall asleep. And you do your best. Sometimes you're good, but at least you know it, and then you can kind of offset it. It's not the demons out there. It's inside your own head. Your worst enemy is inside here, right? So I'm like, all right, this guy's with me all the time. I'm doing my best to handle him, right? So, which is me. So, I know he's, I know he's gonna forget the damn remote. I better put the remote in a place that I'm gonna find it, or I better put a damn tracker on my remote. That kind of thing. That's all I'm saying. It's just you got to know your weaknesses and say, man, screw this, man. I'm not gonna be a prisoner to my weakness. I'm not gonna be a prisoner to my weakness. Screw this. And believe it or not, okay, so this guy's out the way. Believe it or not, and that's a part of my that's part of the stuff I want to talk about today. Actually, later on, believe it, it's so weird that this stuff just seems to tie into each other. Move this guy out the way. Now he's out the way. He's gone and done. And we can. All right, got this. I got this. We got this guy here. Let me get my drills out the way. Screws. And then you know what other people do? Like, I'll give you an example. Some people, they are good salespeople. Some people are good idea people. Some people are very good technically. They're very good technical. They can get their hands and do stuff, but they're not good with people. Some guys are good at sales, but they're not good organizing, right? So when you're going into a business, that can mess you up. Because the business need all those things. The business need all. So people now prepare themselves to say, well, I'm going to pay someone to do this. I'm going to pay someone to do that. Or I'm a partner with someone to do this. I'm a partner with someone to do that because I know me. Now, if your ego is too big and the ego takes over, then you'll find yourself, tripping, over yourself because you're in the way, right? I'm in the way, right? So you're going to come up with systems that's going to help you offset that, or you're going to get people around you that is going to help you offset that, so you can focus on the big picture and stuff like that, right? And the people I used to work with, they had something called a 5-department program, right? Because they were putting people that relatively had no experience in business, and they were trying to teach them how to do business. So they were going from being ordinary salespeople to running their own business, and it's like, dude, these guys have no business experience, right? They don't know. They hardly can run. They can hardly manage their own money, right? But then we gave it a shot, and the guy said, "Listen, if we're going to do this successfully, you're going to have your 5 departments covered. You need someone that's doing recruiting. You need someone that's doing financing. You need someone that's running the field sales. You need someone that's doing service. And you need someone that is, I think that's everybody, right? Let me see. Recruiting, financing, service, sales. There was one more. Recruiting. Let me see. Hold on. I have to get it right because I remember remembered them back in the day. Recruiting, right? Financing, right? Handle the finance. The sales manager, right? Yeah, the service manager. Oh my God, what's the 5th one? Come on. Wayne. It might have been the appointment department or something like that. The people that schedule the appointments. It could be the other one. If someone knows it and going through my channel, they may see it as, oh, Dad, you doofus, you don't remember it. That's the last one I'm not quite sure about. But anyway, and he said if you're a distributor and you're starting your business, right, your primary focus is going to be to try to grow your business, focus on sales and all that stuff. So if you start worrying about the financing and payroll and all that, then you're going to make different decisions than you would if you were just free. Your mind was free to just focus on grind and sales and get the business. So you recruited sales manager, you recruited a finance manager, you recruited a recruiter, you got someone who did service. So they handled all that part of your business, and then you can just focus on growing the business. And that was the focus, and that kind of took care of that gap, that mental experience gap that the person had. So when he went in, he kind of went in with that frame of mind, right? And so that made sense. So that was kind of like an early lesson about about that. That was an early lesson for me. I think this one is too long. Hold on. I don't like how long this belt is. Let me make sure I got the right belt for this thing. Give me a second, guys. Huh. I believe this is supposed to have a 15 belt. I believe this small one. This brush had seized up. Like you couldn't turn the brush at all, like this. And it's supposed to be able to, you're supposed to be able to flick it. And sometimes your belt burns, and you think it's something else, but it's the brush. The brush is seizing up. That's causing your belt to break. So if your brush seizes up, and if you look at it, if you look closely at this, you can see that this section kind of melted a little bit. And hold on, let me see if you can see it better this way. You'll probably see it better this way. Turn this. You really can't. And you can see right about there is where the damage has happened. And that's just, see, that little bit right there is just, you may miss it. See it? But the plastic kind of melted a little bit. And that's enough to mess up this belt. And what it comes from is hair and carpet fibers and all that stuff. And it's just what it is, man. It happens there. It's just any vacuum can have this problem, all the way down to, Kirby. And any vacuum that has a rotating brush can have the same problem. Let me see something with this belt. I'm not totally convinced yet. Hold on. It might be 1/4 of an inch longer. I'm not quite sure. But you have to have some tension on your belt in order for it to do its job. Okay. Let me plug this in and let's get this thing turning real quick. Let me look up, see what's happening. Finance, HR, IT, operations, market. Yeah. And it could have been operations. It could be. Let me see. For us, the operations was the sales manager. He handled the operations. He called the guys, make sure they had appointments. The finance manager, the recruiter was the HR. We didn't have IT. The finance person was probably more of the, but the service person would have been the IT. Our version would have been the service. The service person was the IT, right? At that time, anyway. But still, the premise is the same. What I'm saying is the premise is the same. You feel, like it's just like partners, people that get married. The other one is normally stronger in one area than the other, right? And then when you approach the kids, you kind of come at different angles because naturally you guys are you approach things differently. And some people don't celebrate that we're that different. Um, some people are angry that we're different, and why can't you be more like me? But difference isn't just about different skin color and different gender. Like these people superficially talk about diversity. It's not about that stuff. It's about different perspectives, different approaches, right? So forget. I don't care what color you are. I don't care if. Well, I when it comes to a female, I always preferred female salespeople personally, but it didn't really matter. It didn't matter, and the only reason because it for me it was easier sales to make. Right, just can push the girls can push the envelope a little bit further than guys can. A guy really have to dig in and find his thing to shed some of the to shed some of the battle, the natural battle instinct that a guy may have, right? To be a little bit more fluid, um, and the ability to like you know who you get it from. If you ever see the mobsters, you ever see the mobster movies? Because the guys I worked studied on there, these guys were a lot of these guys were Italian, right? And he learned from the guy. My main supervisor was a black guy, but if you ever hear him talk, where he talk and say, hey, how you doing, so you would think if you heard him on the phone, you would think he's Italian. But I'm talking about the skill, the romance skill. Hey, how you doing, man? Man, you looking good. That kind of thing. And versus a guy who comes in and he don't have any sales experience, so he comes in kind of tough. And hey, man, I'm here for the job, kind of thing. And so the ladies already don't have to deal with that. I guess I was being lazy. They don't have to deal with that. They already come in already like socially more mature than a lot of guys. Um, and if I was doing the closing anyway, and then you don't really have to tell them how to dress too much. You just have to make sure that they don't wear like too stuff that's too skimpy. It's like, oh, man, you probably shouldn't dress like that. Mrs. Johnson probably wouldn't appreciate you. you what I mean? They probably Mrs. Johnson probably wouldn't want to see especially when they have to like, oh well, let me show you how to use this part, and then they're bending, they're kind of bending over and let me I'm gonna clean this couch, and he's like, yeah, clean over there, and you probably don't want to create that environment, so you want to be professional, you want to look sharp, right? Not seductress. So, all right. Let me test this brush here real quick. Again, they were just sharper, to me, when it comes to sales. Let me see, Brienne. Hey, Dave. What's up, bro? Yes, one of us is always right, and the other is always my husband. Yeah. Brian, listen, we are not ashamed, right, to say that you're the sharper tack in our little pack. I'm okay with that, right? So yeah, I could say, Brian is probably right more times than I am right on this particular topic. I'm okay with that. My ego is not messing with me on that one, right? Oh man. For a lot of guys though, you know what it is, man. Honestly, believe it or not, it's probably about respect in a lot of places, right? is probably respect. A lot of guys, honestly, I think is really disrespect, right? Because our society kind of teaches a lot of these people to want to one up, to like one up the person, right? And what comes with that one up is sometimes disrespect. And I think for a lot of those guys, it wouldn't even matter, man. You know, yeah, that's exactly what would have happened if you left it at the edge of the table. Yeah, sure, of course, everything fell. So, Brianna, that thing is now empty that I showed you with all my tools. That's it. Yeah, that's exactly what would happen if I was trying to do an experiment to see, if you put it at the edge of the table and then you tap on it, would it fall? Yeah, sure. Experiment successful. Um, damn, what the hell was that? Anyway, let me get this out the way, and then I'm gonna go into the backpack. Not the backpack, the Garage Pro vacuum. All right, get this guy out the way, and this guy is finito. All right, thank you. Okay, Dave, man, good to see you, bro. Yeah, respect goes a long way, man. Respect goes a long way. I had to get married. We have much in common. We both love. Yeah. I love that. Hey, listen. That that comedy. There's a comedy thing. Um, there's a comedy thing that keeps coming up. It's skits. Some of them are good, and some of them are kind of too raunchy. I can't share and stuff like that. But there's a skit. It's mostly about couples, man, and it's like it's a cartoon, the little stick figures and big head and little stick figure body and all that stuff. And I think these guys are clever, whoever come up with these things. These people are trying to buy. I keep getting these offers, man. I offer you to buy your business. I'm like, man, dude, just back up and try to have this thing. Not ready yet. Let me see this one here. Let's see if this is the one. I might share this one with you guys. Let me see if this is funny. Hold on. Damn, what happened? What happened to it? Okay. All right. I'm gonna share it with you guys. Hold on. At least you guys are funny enough, and you have a good enough sense of humor to not be offended by these things. Okay? Because I mean, come on, what are we doing, right? All right. Let me see. Let me get my. Let's play it.
The strongest men are usually gentle.
Hold on. Let's do
The
it again.
strongest men are usually gentle. The smartest men are usually quiet. The wealthiest men are usually simple. And the happiest men are usually single.
That's funny. Come on, you gotta laugh at that. Oh my gosh, where am I, man? You gotta laugh at that, man. You gotta laugh at that. That's funny. Oh man, that's hilarious. Now I'm sure there's a girl version out there for the wife that I just haven't found any. I guess the algorithm just keeps sending me them, and then I guess they'll have to send Samantha her version of it. But she's not really into that stuff. You know, so. Oh man. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Magnet bowls. Yeah. Like, damn it, I have the damn magnet bowl right here. Shit. I got, but they were all occupied. they got stuff, and so I gotta clear them out. You know, like I got the stuff right. It's I gotta. I said it last week. I just gotta schedule myself a lot better. I'm just always on the move, man. It's just next thing, next thing, next thing, next thing. I just gotta slow down. All right. Monroe vacuums. This is when I help you. Hey. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. No problem. Yes. I'll give you a clean check. Take a look at it, and now if it's something that's a quick fix, I'll take care of it and just give you a call that's ready. But if it's some major part I need to order, I'll call you first. I wouldn't just order it and then hit you with a bill. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. If you decide, I don't want to fix this thing, then yeah, we'll see how much hours we put in there. Normally between $35, $55, something like that sort. But most of the time I can fix it and I'll get it taken care of. Okay. Yeah. Oh no. Well, I'm glad you watched it. Well, you know what? I'm glad you watched the video, and then you get a discount because you mentioned it. So how's that? We'll work that out. Oh yeah. No problem. No, well, there's sometimes sometimes there's just one more thing that need to be looked at. So this, yeah. When would you like to bring it in? Yes, yes, yes. Uh, okay, well, there are two places in town. One is the DMV where you actually take your driving test, and the other is where you get your license plate, right? And so when you pull into the strip mall for the license plate, then you can't miss us. We're the last store in the back. It says Monroe Vacuums on the door and everything. Yeah, it says Monroe Vacuums. Yeah, yeah. Okay. You're welcome. Wayne. Wayne. Yeah, Wayne. Yes. John. Hey, John Wayne. I can't forget that. No problem. I'll be waiting for John. No problem. Okay. Yes. You're welcome. Yes. Bye. Man, there's some cool people out there, man. I mean, there's some evil people too. There's some evil people out there, but there's some really cool people out there, just in general. Just real cool ass people. All right. So here we go. So Calvin was asking about this guy here, and the Garage Pro. Well, what's actually good about this system? Well, hey, let me tell you what it's not. And this is not the way, because you can tell I'm not trying to sell it to him, because you would just focus on all the benefits, the features and the benefits, and that's it, right? If he wants to buy it, that'd be perfect, fantastic. Get one, right? And if you want to get one, then hey, get one for me, right? No problem. But let me tell you what it's not. It's not a traditional wet dry back for heavy duty stuff. It's not designed for sheetrock and stuff like that. All right. So if he has, sorry, give me a second. Hey,
how we doing?
How you doing? I'm back here. What's going on?
Oh yeah. Need a vacuum cleaner, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I got one. The old Electrolux stands down.
Yeah.
And it's got the little, when it comes out, got the little part that sticks out.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, on the bottom, it's like
Yeah.
And
you ain't got one of them, have you?
no, I don't have one of those on hand, but we have the, we sell the bags for it.
That was the guy I used to have
On Wilkes?
right over here on.
Yeah, Wilkes Road. Yeah.
Yeah, he's out of business.
He retired. Yeah.
Yeah, retired.
Yeah, he retired.
Yeah, that's the bags.
Yeah, these are the bags here. Yes, sir. Cool.
Yeah, you used to have a bunch of them left for love.
Yeah, he did, yeah. But I think he's been there for a long time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was from Mint Hill.
But Mint Hill.
Yeah, that's where I was raised.
Oh, okay.
Over there, he was raised on Thompson Road.
Thompson. Oh, okay. So you drove all this way, huh?
Yeah, I went through it. I didn't even recognize it.
Wow. Wow, man.
Yeah, I grew up on a little farm, and they had a sharecropper on Lawyer Road there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Man, so you still have the property there?
No,
Okay.
I left there in '67.
Ah, all right. I understand.
You got
Let's see, 12 bags.
Leonardo DiCaprio up there.
Oh,
He's
yes.
been a mess all his life. He's
Yeah.
a good actor, though.
Yeah, that's a drawing I did there. Yes, sir. There you go. Let's use this here. Just hover over it. There you go. Yeah, man. So
I tell you, everything has gone up and built.
oh yeah. There you go. You're all set, buddy.
All right.
Hey, your name?
John Pig.
John Pig. I'm Wayne, John.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, buddy. Yes.
But I didn't realize there was another vacuum cleaner shop in Monroe. How long you been?
There's not a whole lot of these, man.
You've been here a long time.
Yeah, 2011.
Oh, you've been here a while.
I've been there a while, yeah.
But you don't ever run across any of those the old type, do you?
You know what? I actually do, but mostly just people bringing them in for repair. They need maybe the lower hose, or they need a new brush,
This one,
new brush motor.
the red part where it's supposed, when you turn it on, it's supposed to all the red go away. That little.
You mean are you talking about the slider? Or are you talking about the on and off button?
There's a
Or?
little window there. And when
Okay.
it's not sucking right.
Oh, yeah. The green and the red.
thing.
Right. To let
And
you
then
know
go
that it's for when it's clogged or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what's happening with yours. Is
Yeah.
you may have a clog somewhere,
It might have a
Yeah.
hole in one of them
or
tubes.
when you have a chance, bring it in, and I'll look at it for you.
Yeah.
But that when it's straining like that, it's just a sensor for them to let you know something's going on. Yeah, you have the motor straining, so I wouldn't keep using it.
Man, that thing, it's got to be 60 years old.
Wow. Okay. Well, guess what? I hold on to it. They don't really make them like that anymore.
I mean, it's been a good one.
They don't make those things anymore.
We got one ordered a vacuum cleaner. Was a shark or something?
A shark?
Had a
Okay.
battery on it. They had to hang it on the wall.
Yeah. How long did that last you?
I started putting it back in. Wife says, "Why are you putting it back in there?" I said, "It's got this stupid looking battery here that you got to hang it on the wall." And I said, "I don't like them batteries.
Yeah.
They catch the daggone house on fire.
Okay.
You know, lift them batteries.
Yeah.
I don't trust them."
Right.
I
No, I
was out there
understand.
working on my deck. Had one bought it from Lowe's. And then screwed about 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, about 12 screws and quit. I said, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
Felt the battery and it was hot.
Hot.
See, I got an old DeWalt.
Okay. Yeah.
This here was a new DeWalt. That old DeWalt with them, the old style batteries where you got to stick it down
Stick it in there.
It got a little old
And you
thing you
pull it out.
pull out.
Right.
And I could take that thing and screw all day long till its battery went down. It wouldn't cut off a bit.
Right.
I took that thing back.
Did you? Yeah.
I don't like them lithium batteries.
Yeah. No, yeah.
They won't work like the old style will.
A friend of mine said, not all improvements are good, man. Unfortunately.
Everything new ain't right.
Yeah.
These new cars,
Yeah.
people pay $80,000 for them. They ain't worth the shit.
That's right.
They're not worth the shit.
Yeah, man. That's what's happening now. Yes, unfortunately, that's the environment
for a car and drive it 2 or 3 years and go get another one. They keep paying out. Damn,
that's
I don't seem right to me.
That's I don't know. That's a whole new behavior because that's not our behavior, man.
From? One of these days they gonna have to have that money.
Yeah. I think people are gonna end up just leasing after a while, and just keep
turning. They're young and they just
just stay in debt forever. You know.
I bought that old Honda out there for $3,000 about 8 or 9 years ago. And it didn't have that many miles on it. It had 112,000 on it. The only thing was wrong with it was it had 2 bearings on the front that were making a noise.
Okay.
The woman bought her a new one. And Lake Norman, I went up there and bought it. It was in the garage. She said, well, I don't know. Just give me $3,000.
Oh, wow.
$3,000.
Wow, that's a deal. Hell yeah. That's a deal, man.
$10,000 car.
Yeah. And it's still kicking, huh?
Man,
no issues.
For 6 or 7, 8 years, I drove it 90,000 miles. It ain't giving no problem. It just cranks every time.
That's awesome.
Gets good gas mileage.
Yeah. That's
I'll have to find another one.
For $3,000. I don't know about that. All right, buddy.
Take care.
Yes, sir. Take care. You guys are the best. Oh, wow. The lithium burns when wet. And now look at that. Anyone that's passing through is going to learn that little bit of info right there, David. Thanks for sharing that. Yep. Thanks for sharing that. Hey, is Calvin there? Wait, is Calvin here? Where is he at? Oh, I thought he was here. Oh, there is Calvin. Where is he? I saw his name up here real quick. Hey, blessed Tuesday morning to everyone in the chat. How's everybody? Positive, Calvin. Yeah, man. So if you do decide to get this, let's look at it a little bit, right? What do you say? All right. Let's check it out. Let's see how simple this thing is, right? If you do decide to get this, I think this is a great detailer, like a car detailer vacuum. I just don't think it's a shop vacuum. I use it specifically just for my cars and like light stuff. But let me show you the hose length. Let me see if I can still find this one. And if I take the volume off, I might still be able to use this video. Let me see something. Let me show you this first part, Calvin, while I start opening this thing up and see what we got here. All right. Let me see. Can I shrink this? All right. Let me see if I can shrink this so you can see it properly. And I'm gonna share this with you guys. All right. Okay. Let me play this. This is it right here. Right. So yeah. Now look how long the hose is. Right. It goes all the way out to your car. So it's very convenient to be able to but that's pretty much what it is. It's having a nice vacuum and the convenience is the hose length. The suction is about what you're going to expect from a vacuum like this. It's not like super, super, super strong, but it's also not super, super, super weak. Okay. Now what she's showing you there is the blower. So you just have to put it on the other side. Okay. So you have the blower side. All right. And I'll show you in a second. And then you have the vacuum. and she's backing it up with water, so you can do that also. And that's the little shopping network, people. All right. So that's kind of what it is. So let me kind of break this thing here and show you what I have here. Okay. And let's see what we have. All right. Now inside this open end is fairly simple to open the stuff and lift it up here, and you can just simply dump. Now let me tell you a mistake I made already with this when I first got it. Okay, when I first got this is the instruction book I have on this side. When I first got it, I took all the dirt and I dumped it. I just dumped it out, and that fell out. and I ended up losing this piece. I lost this piece here, and you need this piece in order for it to close properly. Okay, you need this piece. So just be mindful that it's loose, and that was an accident. All right. Okay. So I gotta make sure something is dying here. Hold on. One of my devices dying. There's yeah, like we have to keep things charging, man. Is that also another part of our existence, man? Like we gotta just keep things charging all the time. Oh my gosh. We gotta keep things charging all the time, man. Like, damn. You know. Anyway. So yeah, Calvin, it's a 32 foot. The hose is 32 feet. This here is it's it's again with the water and the dirt. The only thing I would probably do different though is I'm not sure how much. See this sensor here? This is a sensor. Let me move this out the way. This is a sensor for water. All right. Okay. So you have a sensor here. This is your filter. The only thing I'm not sure about, Calvin, is having this in there for the water. I'm really not sure about this part, man. You know, I'm not, I mean, I'm sure it probably wouldn't hurt it. I'm just not 100% sure about this part. It doesn't have it doesn't have a regular floater. See this double filter right here? Take both of these out. Okay. And I would assume you just leave it in. Your motor's up there. I'm assuming that you would just leave it in anyway. And when you change these, it's just that you're going to have to clean this often if you get one of these. Clean this often, all right? Because this is really a motor filter, and really what it's doing is preventing dust from getting up into your motor, okay? And the way you would load this back in, you would have to kind of like bend it a little bit. Let me show you. Kind of bend it, all right? Get it in there, and then see how I have it here, and then let it snap back. And you could probably, and this is, you use this tab. I'm sure this tab is better to do that with, because if you pull it out this way, see that, and it snaps back, and that's really what it is. The only thing I don't really like about this is that when it's on your wall, that's the only thing I don't like about it. I'll be perfect, and I'm not gonna have Calvin go get something that, and then he's like, wait, you never told me about this. Okay, so let's say it's on the wall, right? I would have to reach up in here to get this filter out. And if I open it, the dust is gonna just all the way down, and I'm not happy with that. That's the only thing I'm not happy with. So what I've done is I had a second shop. I still do have a second shop vac, and I just reach up in there and I vacuum out the filter. I don't even pull the filter out. I just get a vacuum. You still get the dust because the moment you touch the filter, the dust is gonna go trickle down. So that's probably my only hiccup with this. Okay, that's it. And everything's gonna have a trade-off. That's my trade-off. My trade-off is I prefer not to have to do that. Because the moment I go up here to get this, let me so you can see it, and get this out, all that action, that action, it shakes the dirt. You see? That's all. Other than that, I like it. That's why I still have it because I like it. I use it in the car. Easy to my car. Actually, my cars don't go into my garage. My cars are outside. My garage have my second studio. I got a sofa. I got a refrigerator. I have a cabinet with some liquids inside. I I have my shelves with my paints and antifreeze. I have a weight machine, workout machine, and I got some storage. I got some stuff stacked in the corner. So there's no room for. I got my tools, lawnmower. Then there's no room for a car in my garage. So 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 it's long enough to go out to the driveway and vacuum. All right. So that's why I'm cool. I'm cool with this little machine here. Now, the one thing I do have to do, guys, which I'm gonna actually talk about today a little bit. Let's slide over to my transition section.
Yeah!
All right.
Woohoo!
The one thing that I will mention though, guys, is I do have to step up my knowledge on something. Okay. I gotta step up because this has a circuit board on the inside also. I need to step up and I think Dave can probably empathize with what I'm going through right now. I have to step up. Yes, sir. Yeah, Calvin. Going to have a sign off. All right. Have a blessed day. Hi, car guy. What's up, though? That's why I was considering central vacuum system and adding a couple of connectors to the garage. Yeah. Need a strong suction. Have a couple of German Shepherds. Yeah. A central vacuum is great if you can, like I said, if you can run the stuff underneath your house. But yeah, central vacuum is great. A lot of the central vacuum units, you don't have to mess with the filter too much because some of them, the filter is it drops. It drops down. So the dirt still falls to the bottom like this. Okay, the dirt still drops in a thing like this. You still take it off. But the filter bag itself, it just kind of, it hangs. So if you had to clean it, you can just clean it off real quick. Okay? It's not stuck up on that's the only difference. Like, honestly, you know what? Funny? I wonder if I could have done that with this. I didn't even think about that. Hold on. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. I wonder if it's possible. I didn't even think about that. If I can copy a central vacuum style. Watch this. It may not work, but I didn't even think about that. What happened if I did it the opposite way? Because this is what a central vacuum is like this. This is what a central vacuum is like. See that? Coño, bro. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do, man. Because then you see now it's here, right? And I can see it. Even if it does that, I can see it. I don't have to reach up. I don't even have to take it out. I just clean around this and clean any dust off of this here. Yep, you can do that to the central vacuum. You can vent outside. You can connect a tubing to the outside and it blows all that air out. Okay? Yeah. Okay? Yeah, man. But anyway, so Dave, let me tell you what I'm thinking about. I've got to step up my skill level, man. There's a gap in my experience. There's a gap. And I felt it coming. I was talking about it before. And let's say like you have the robot vacuums, right? I know a little bit about working with circuit boards and computer boards and motherboards and stuff like that. I know a little bit about it. I'm going to take it upon myself to dive in and learn more about it, right? That's it. Now, some guys their brain is not to think that because they're selling. It's just like, I just sell them a new machine. Well, what are you going to fix it for? But what the guy just said was very important. What he just said, the gentleman that was here, what he just said was very important. He was just talking about his portable drills and stuff and how they're overheating and all that stuff, right? And there is something coming that we are not going to be able to avoid, right? Everything is going to be temporary. Everything is going to be transitory. That's just the way it is, right? Honestly, it sounded like a conspiracy theory at first when they were talking about like the World Economic Forum people and saying everybody's going to rent and you'll own nothing and you'll be happy. Right? You've probably heard it whispered around, but I'll be honest with you, I don't think we can even stop ourselves because the better we make technology, right? The technology is naturally going to replace a lot of jobs. Automated driving vehicles are going to end up truck drivers and all the other stuff, right? You may need one guy to maybe accompany the self-driving, semi. You may still need a guy that's driving it around town, maybe. Taxi cabs are going to be self-driving a lot and all the other stuff. And then all these things. So it is what it is. It's coming, right? And unfortunately, also, most of the stuff that you see happening, it happens on the coastline. All the big cities on the coastline of America, right? Starting from New York, Maine, and all that place. But most of those guys, and that's also a natural thing, where migration, the way it happens, even in the older times, when the Phoenicians and the Egyptians and all those guys used to be seaworthy people, and they would trade. They trade along a route, and it's a sea route, right? And then when people would trade in inland, like the Silk Road and all that stuff, China and all that stuff, they were protecting their routes inland, right? But most of the people that got the newer stuff, the people that were trading back and forth with each other, it was along the coast. So a lot of America, unfortunately, the people that are living on the inside, a lot of those companies, unfortunately, a lot of those guys are suffering from, lack of change and resources and stuff like big companies and things like that. Hopefully someone gets smart about it and say, hey, maybe we should move our big plants back to the middle of the country, but it's what it is. But these changes are not going to be avoided. So we better get ourselves ready to be able to fix what we want, be able to solve our problems, be able to adapt. And I also have to adapt, right? So yeah, am I going to sell the new stuff? Yes, I'm going to sell the new stuff. I'll be on the cusp of whatever's new, but I understand that we're also going to create a problem. We're going to create a dependency problem, and is this what I'm watching? I'm watching it, and I'm like, man, yeah, that's coming. That's coming, Yeah, a lot of this stuff is going to be temporary. A lot of this stuff is going to break easy. We're watching it in real time. Like we lived long enough, as old as we are, to see when products were good and they're getting worse. That's not a conspiracy. That's legit. Now what's going forward is it going to get worse? How worse is it going to get? Are we going to have we're going to be using paper vacuums now? I mean, is that how cheap we're going to get to this damn razor thin plastic? You know what I mean? Where it's just like, damn, man, I touched it twice and the thing broke. Who knows? But either that or somebody steps in, some company gets wise to it and say, you know what, man, all you guys are going in this direction. You know what? I'm going to go in this direction. I think there's still people out there that value good. and great product and simple product. Brianna said country life is simple, right? I think that's what she said, right? Where she said that. She said it. Country life is simple, and I like it too. You know, I like simple. Simple's better, man. To be honest with you, the more complicated you make things, the more errors for disaster. You know. So anyway, that's my take on that, man. That's my take on that. We have to. So I'm gonna fill this gap in my knowledge because it bugged me. It bugged me for a long time that if I get a robot vacuum in and I need a new motherboard, right? A computer guy can probably figure out what's wrong with that motherboard. You know what I'm saying? Like a computer guy, a guy who's really good at fixing computers and stuff. He could probably like, man, Wayne, you know, if you know, I'm thinking I know what to do, right? You know, you can solder this and we can swap this out for that. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? Yeah. So that's where I'm at. How's that? Is that cool? Did I share some good stuff? That's where I'm at, man. That's where I'm at with that. All right. Man. Brianna. All right, Calvin. You have a great day, man. iCar guy and David. David, bro. Oh, so being that you two guys are here, let me see if I can get my tracking on this stuff, man. Let me see if I can get my tracking on this. I want to give you guys an idea of what's happening with that, what you probably should expect it. Did they send me an email? Let's see what we got. It'd be nice if it comes before Christmas, you know? That's kind of where I was thinking, my brain. Oh, come on. What just happened here? Okay. Medium. Okay. Track. Cookies. Order flow. Yeah, but when? December 8th. In production. It's not there yet, guys. It's still have to wait. Yeah. But it shouldn't take long though. It shouldn't be long. Okay? Shouldn't be long. How's that? How's that? Shouldn't be long. It'll be a pleasant surprise. Okay? But yeah. So I did that. All right. I you know what? I have a backpack and I think I'm gonna do the backpack and then I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna have a little lunch. I'm gonna have some lunch, guys. All right, let me put this away. All right. Here are the sensors. Here's a sensor, right? I don't know if you can see it. It's a simple sensor. It's telling you that when the tank is full. It tells you when the tank is full. It tells you when the water is full. It tells you when the power is on. It's not a real complicated sensor system. And if you notice, that is based off of this thing that's hanging down here. Okay, so before you get really, the only problem with this is I would tell people not to rely. Don't rely on this sensor to let you know that it's full. The reason why I wouldn't do that is because that filter. Let me just rest it on here, guys. Give me a second. If that filter is clogged up, that's like it being full. So you may not see dust at the bottom. A lot of dust at the bottom of the container. But if that filter is clogged up, okay, then it's effectively full. Okay, so keep that in mind. All right. But the same way, any vacuum, if your filter is clogged, the motor thinks your vacuum is full. Okay. So even though you don't see dirt, it's like, oh, I don't know, there's no dirt. I mean, it's not full. I'm looking for the full light. It doesn't say it's full. It's empty. What's with the suction, right? It's the filter. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Let me see if this thing has power or not. Let me see if this thing has power or not. Let's see what we're dealing with here. Okay. And again, I am definitely not a fan. If you have a business and you are using a machine like this, okay, not a fan. Don't. I would recommend not having these things exposed like this. All right. That's my free advice. You know, liability, you know, all that stuff. I just recommend not doing it. Like you can handle it maybe, but then you have workers and all that stuff. So Anyway, let's see if we got what's the deal. Wow, they blew out the filter off the side. This filter may need to change. Now these guys are supposed to be catching the carbon that comes out of your but look at this. You see the dust? So you know what just happened with this? What this just told me? Dust found its way through the motor. That means someone may have vacuumed with either they vacuum small particles like sheetrock, or they vacuum without a bag, and the dust got into the motor area, because this really should be catching carbon. This should be black. It's it's a little thing, right? But it shouldn't be dust like this. Okay, it shouldn't be dust like that. That means this motor ended up getting a whole lot more dust than it was supposed to get inside of it. Okay. Oh, I can see what happened. Holy cow! Look. Let me not even change it. Look what happened. Something as simple as this, guys. You see the back? You see the back? There's a gap. Okay? There's a gap. Look at that. This is supposed to be, golly, man, I tell you. Let me turn this up here. Let me see if I'm doing this all wrong. I'm doing this ass backwards. Okay? This is supposed to be covered all the way here like this. Okay? And something as simple as the gap. Now I could tell it's been like this naturally for a while, because it's trying, even though I fit it, it tried to go back the other way real easy. You see that? So it's been like this for a while. So that dust has just been going into, look, see, I'm correct. I know what I'm talking about. Look at all that dirt underneath there. Okay? So it gets through the filter, it goes into the motor, and then you can ruin your motor. Now look at this. Now I said it flew off, the grill flew off, right? And look, guys, I don't know, I hope the channel becomes more popular and all that good stuff, folks. But if people keep buying stuff, and if we don't take care of it, our money is going to be consumed. I mean, we're going to truly be consumers, man. It's going to just use up all the money, because look at this. See that? So all that dust got through and is in the motor cavity. So I'm going to go and I'm going to clean this thing out. But I'm going to definitely warn them about this. And I have a sneaky suspicion also that they were using this to catch the dirt, which you probably just end up using a paper bag if you have one of these machines, and just use this as a motor protector. Okay, not a dirt collector. A motor protector. That's it. This is just protecting your motor from any dust. All right. Okay. Let me unplug this. All right. And I'll mess with this while you guys chat a little bit. Like the special state. Let me see what you guys were saying up here. You guys are in a nice conversation here. Sign up for USPS, UPS, FedEx apps. They will send you updates in a package heading to your address. No, it's not coming my way. I probably should get you. I should send you guys the damn tracking though. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna send you guys a tracking number. Brianne, what's the little gift package spinning on my screen? There's a gift package on your screen, David. Like icon thing. If you click it, it will give you credits to use to send us special gifts. Oh, that's neat. So you have to buy the credits, but I think it can give you like 50 credits the first time. Okay. Is this thing cracked? My screen? Is that cracked? Is that? Oh shit! This screen is cracked. Oh, wow. I'm looking at my screen. Oh man, hold on. Let me make sure I put these comments up here real quick. Give me a second. My screen is cracked, guys. Oh man, my screen is cracked. Let me get this. Okay. Is that good? That's good. All right, fantastic. Yeah, so I'm gonna mess around with this thing here for a second. But yeah, Dave, is there an area that you guys, if you had to do self-inventory in yourself, okay, is there an area that you know that you have a gap? Do you have an experience gap? Like, I tell you, I was thinking about the guy, Booker T guy. He was talking about learning trade. That was his philosophy. I mean, this guy apparently, I think, he came out of slavery, the whole deal, and his focus was I think his opponent was this guy named W.D. Du Bois, right? I have to read more about this guy because his focus was like, listen, you want freedom, finance is going to give you freedom, right? And then, but before that, you learn a skill. You learn to grind. So sharpen your skill, get educated on your skill, and get your skill and create your freedom. And I was like, holy cow, that's the message. That is the message, damn it. And I said, let me read up more on this guy, man, because I only heard about him. I didn't really read any books or anything like that. And I said, man, that's the message I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. The same thing I'm talking about. Damn it. I'm not saying nothing different in my head, yeah, man. Let me see something here. Hold on, give me a second. Yeah. So, let me see. What else did he say? There was something else, man, that I really liked. He said, honestly, I'm not sure if this even pertained to him, but I like the saying anyway. Master your craft until nobody can ignore you. Right? One of the other things said, if you want to lift yourself up, lift somebody up. I think that's positive. And then here's one more thing. And I think it says when it says make the man, I think this is cool. Boom. Character, not circumstance, makes the man. Obviously human, right? This man or woman. All right. My health is holding me back at moment, hurting. Bad back. Ay, ay, ay. Damn. So you're at home right now, David? Oh, does it really work in the outbound ship? Okay, thanks a lot, man. I'm gonna send. Yeah. So David and Brad, you guys look out for that. Look out for that, man. I'll send it to you. Um, Let me see. So I've never used that hype thing. What is that? I've never used it. I need to check out more about it. But yeah, Dave, do you? Man, dude, I hope you get better, man. Because we were just talking about backache. Like yesterday, I was doing when I first opened the show. And my back just. I picked up a vacuum. I think it was a Kirby. I think, and it hit me. It just like damn it, And that's more muscle than nerve. Nerve, obviously, you're gonna have to wait that out. Um, you know, Beyond that pain I felt early in my life with I had it for like 3 years straight, this constant pain. I remember going to a dentist to get a root canal when I was younger. I was in my 20s, and I think it had gotten infected, and no amount of Novocaine that this guy gave me took the pain away because he had to go up there and he had to take out all the nerves and everything else. And man, I felt every single one of those things that came. I felt everyone. I was crying, bro. I mean, as inside. On the outside, I was gripping his couch. I think I left my fingerprints in his couch. If I cried outside, it wouldn't have mattered because I couldn't. You can't control it after a while. The pain is just too much. But I was just like, and every time I felt everyone, man. He just kept sticking me. He said, I can't give you any more. And I was like, man, you got to give me some more, man. He said, I can't give you any more. So I just had to take it. And nerve, man, the smallest nerve can cripple you, man. That thing can bring you down. Little nerve. So I feel for you, brother. I feel for you, man. I hope you get better real soon. Novocaine won't numb infection. Yes, thank you. Yeah. Well, I learned that by experience. Shit. I didn't know it before. I'm glad you know it, Brianne. I learned that shit by experience. I'm like, damn it, man. Holy cow. Didn't want to go through that shit again, that's for sure. But yeah, man. So if anybody ever wants to open up one of these bad boys here, if I'm not mistaken, you know what? Oh, I never actually opened one of these little tiny ones. I always went through the big ones, but the premise is still the same. The premise is still the same. Let me see if I can get you guys a window on this. Oh, okay. If the nurse is scared, yeah, hey, that's natural, right, David? Yeah, cute nurse here. Yeah, I can take it. Nah, it was a guy, man. It was an Indian guy, and I was just I didn't give two craps at that point, man. I just wanted it to be over. Okay, I just wanted it to be over, man. Holy cow, that was torture. A good nurse will have a tissue. That's right. Oh man. I keep telling my sons that if I ever end up having to like be somewhere, just pick me up, man. Just help your dad out, man. Just make sure you put me in a nice section. I prefer not to. I would hope I would never have to go anywhere. I would hope that I never have to go into some kind of home situation. I tell my kids, man, if it comes down to that point, man, just send me on vacation, bro. Just send me to just send me someplace else. I don't want to get. I don't want to be abused by anybody. You know what I mean? If I'm too old to move, and I don't want someone tired hating their job. They hate their job and they're like, yeah, you're gonna go check on Mr. Williams? I don't want to go. I would hate to be in a situation like that. And some people you can't help it. That's where you have to, whatever. Yeah, that's where you have to go. You have to be in a facility. But damn it, man. I mean, if you're gonna choose one for me, at least give me some eye candy. Let me go out with a smile. Just don't let it be torturous. There. There was a movie I was watching this recently. I wasn't really watching the whole thing. It was kind of okay. It was Pierce Brosnan and what is that lady, man? She was the mother in Fast and Furious. Hobbs, the Shaw. I forgot which one. She always plays like she was a spy mom. She's an English actress. Anyway, they were in this home, and it was it looked like it was like a mansion, and they had different apartments and all that stuff. Obviously, that thing must cost an extraordinary amount of money each year to keep take in. But they had all the stuff at the facility, and I was like, yeah, I could do something like that. Come down to it, I could do something like that. just not a place where the people are underpaid and they hate their job. That's probably not a good thing. I think I dropped my damn screws, guys. Give me a second. So look at this. Let me show you what I got here. Let me show you what's going on with this machine here. And then we're going to wrap it up. But yeah, see, so this machine there's a lot of dust inside this thing. Very dusty machine. So I'm going to take it out back. I'm going to blow it out. Because, that's just the best way, vacuuming it. Maybe I can probably try to vacuum, get a light dusting brush, vacuum some, but ultimately it's going to have to blow out. My shirt, you can probably see my shirt. My shirt already got dust all over it. See that just rubbing up against this damn thing, my sweater. So I'm thinking sheetrock is what did this. I'm thinking sheetrock is what this is. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna blow this out. And even the padding is just totally white. You can see where the gray, what color is supposed to be. These things will ruin your machine, guys. All right. And getting the wrong machine to clean up sheetrock will destroy it. Okay. Sheetrock dust is like no good, Even Carpet Fresh. Carpet Fresh is horrible for vacuums. All right. I was telling guys the other day, if you're going to get Carpet Fresh, let me see if I have the one I would tell people to get. If you're going to get Carpet Fresh, get one that look like this, that have this kind of texture. Let me bring it down to the floor a little bit. Grainy. If you're going to get Carpet Fresh, get grainy Carpet Fresh like that, okay? All right? Not the fine dust. That stuff will destroy your machine and have you spending money replacing them, wondering why you keep having to buy new vacuums, okay? And I think that's that. All right, Brian, let me see if I can have one for you. You had one for me today. Hey, Dave, you missed out on the riddle that Brienne had for me. She really had me thinking on that one. I got the answer wrong, but I was close. Okay, how's that? I was very close. but she had me thinking. I appreciated that. That was cool. she she had me thinking, man. I was like, damn, Brianna, even when I can't even answer the damn thing, I was like, man, golly. Oh my gosh. um. hmm. All right. Let's see. Oh, this one seemed tough. This one seemed tough, guys. Let me see if I can. Let's see if we can figure this out. Okay. Let's see if we can do this one. Okay. This one doesn't have any trick wording in it. Okay, so it's not trick wording. It's probably just looking at it from a different angle. How's that? Okay. How's that? It's probably real. It's probably the easiest thing too. It's probably easier than we think. Okay, it's probably easier than we think. All right. My pups, when they were small, ate drywall out of each room, and man, dude, do you know my son was doing that, man? We had to stop him, bro. I turned around. You know when they're in their little bouncers, and he started gnawing at the was, and I was like, oh, hey, kiddo, 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 and I saw little teeth marks in the ledge where the window is. I was like, oh my god, you got the protector, you got the you get the the socket protectors and all this stuff, and I didn't put a strip, a plastic strip there, man, dude, man, kids, shoot, anyway. All right, but this is the last one before we go, guys. Let's see if we can get this one before we go, right? All right, two ladders are leaning up against the wall at the same angle. Ladder A is 10 feet long and ladder B is 20 feet long. Which ladder reaches higher up the wall? Tell me what you think. And that'll be it. Yeah. Okay. Two ladders are leaning against the wall at the same angle. Okay? Ladder A is 10 feet long. Ladder B is 20 feet long. Which ladder reaches up the wall? Higher up the wall. All right, well, let's start wrapping up here. Let me wipe this down a little bit. I'm ready for you. I'm ready for you. I'm ready for you, ready for you, ready for you. I'm ready for you. No, actually, Brianne, there's no trick to it. That's what I like about this particular riddle, because there's no trick to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's what I like about a riddle, that you're expecting a trick. You know when they do that? They do that in movies, right? Where you're expecting, yes. Well, no, not really the same, but no, not the same. Sorry, I shouldn't say yes, not the same. Um, but you're expecting in the movie, right, where you're watching the scene and you're expecting the jump scare to happen, and it doesn't, right? So you went in with an expectation, and you're watching, and like, oh, I didn't do it. All right, my dad would eat lead paint. Did he really? Did he really? Wow. Yes. 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 That's it. I think that's why I like that one, because I'm there looking at this thing, and I'm like, man, I got to be ready to get this answer for the guys, man, in case someone get the answer. I have to be able to say right, correct or not correct, right? I said, so let me look at this thing. And I was like, oh, because my brother-in-law, I have this long ass ladder that I have at the roof of my garage that I have to you know pull out, so if I have to get in the side of the house. So if we started at the same angle, right, at the base at the same, and you just put up against the wall, the 20 foot the 20-foot ladder is gonna go higher, right? But you're thinking it's supposed to be a trick. So you're like, well, wow. And then it's not really a trick, and it's the simplest thing. And I like that about simple things, right? But anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out with me today. I got some work to do. I'm gonna have to go out back and blow out this thing. I got some other stuff I'm wrapping up. I gotta reassemble my shampooer. Hey, Dave, let me show you one thing before I go. Um, I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. But remember that hose that had me baffled? I spent looking for it. I couldn't find it. I'm looking. I put some calls out to see if some guy, I called the lady, no, she just called me back today again. I'm close. I'm very close. This is not tape. I'm not done yet, though. This is just the first part to hold it together. Okay? This is just the first part to hold it together. And then I'm going to actually put a more muscular kind of, it's going to, by the time I'm done, it's going to be as thick as this part, all going down to here. Okay? This part. So I'm just extending, I'm going to extend how thick this is. I'm going to reinforce the inside. And then you can't really see it, but remember that tour hose that I had a few days ago? This is it. So I'm almost finished with this one. It was fun. I just wanted to do it for fun. It was an older lady, and I was like, you know what? These people are already jacking up people. Let me do my little ministry service and help this lady out. And that was this was my thing. All right. Okay, guys. Let me see. At the same angle, B would be further from the wall and would be taller. Yeah. And that's it. They will be at the same point on the wall. They will be at the same point on the wall. Well, I mean, if it's further away, if you step this one further away, if you like, if I now let me know, I could be wrong, So let me do this again. Okay, let's use this. Okay, this is my wall, right? Okay, and and this is the floor, right? Now, if this is taller, if this is to me, and you know what? Damn it! Let me get a ruler. Let me get two things. Let me get a ruler. I need two of the same thing, but one is longer. Cause hey, maybe I'm seeing it wrong. You know, I'm oh hey. I could be seeing it wrong, and I could be seeing it wrong. I love things to be demoed to me. So let me Did I throw that thing away, man? Did I throw it away? Did I throw it away? I'm looking for that. I'm looking for that brush roll that I just replaced. I probably threw it away. Let me. Damn it! All right. Let's switch cameras here real quick. Overhead. Let's switch cameras here real quick. All right. So this is my wall. All right. I got a brush. Okay. The other one is a short brush. How tall is this one? And they're the same size. I just need a tiny brush. I need a small guy. Oh wait, I got a small guy here. All right. I'll make this guy longer. All right. 10 feet, 20 feet, right? Let's see. I might be seeing this thing. I might have my physics all wrong. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. Because to make this fit the same size as this, I would have to lean this back further in order for it to be at the same side. This has to be further back. But if they're the same, one is going to be up top and the other is going to be short. So that's my demo on that one. How's that? I'll see you guys later, man. You guys stay positive, all right? Don't let anybody, don't take any wood nickels, okay? All right, guys, if you like that, if that was able to teach you something, if you can walk away with something, you can also leave something. Leave a like, hit subscribe.